Obviously, I'm honored to be one of the players that are still active, to be elected as part of the union. You know, it's not going to be an easy task, but I think the leadership is going to help us to try and rebrand and rebuild the union. So we're really trying to make sure that we get a lot more players onto our side because there is still a little bit of belief that the union is not for the players. But I think tonight was very evident that we are for the players and we are here to serve and make sure that we protect them.
Mhm. And also as an active player yourself, you've got teammates in other work, other clubs. What are some of those concerns that you bring forward and you try with the DSG to ensure that even with the other officers, you try and ensure that you close that gap?
Yeah, I think there's so many to mention. I think if you check the office, we are one uncle of a file now. Yeah. These are some of the cases, not all. These are some of the cases that need to be attended, with the clubs and the players. So it's very important that we have a very good relationship with the players, Amachita. Um, we try not to get into the space of a political space, but just to make them understand. And we're trying to make things a little bit more easier for them so they have more understanding that when they have such situations when it comes to clubs, then they know what to do. It's not only about lawyers and us fighting for their rights and things in child. There's a lot that goes into it. But like I said, tonight it was very evident that the union is back again, and we want to make sure that the players back us up to say that the union is here for the players.
Mhm. There's this talk about the transition, um, and it becomes a talk that um, most relevant.
Transformation.
The transformation
Yeah.
and also the transitioning from being an active professional footballer and preparing for the life after the game. Where are you in that space?
No, I'm still a footballer,
Not necessarily for you, but in terms of your programs and activities.
I don't understand the question. Just
In,
repeat.
in terms of Safpu,
Yes.
the role that you'd like to play in terms of preparing a softer landing for players who are
Yes.
retiring.
To be honest, that is the after effect. But Ogamanje, we put the players first. The players are the ones that come first. It's not really about the transition or all of that. But it does help obviously because you have seen some Amachita, Mamabolo, or Julius that are here. They're still very young. So hopefully when they grow old with this union, they can be able to explain to the other guys and make it more easier with more understanding. Which this is what happens and this is what Safpu does for the PSL players.
You play both sides of the fence at the moment because you're part of South, but then you also an active player. So you are basically who you guys cater for.
Mm.
I want to ask you, do you think that our players are as well informed about perhaps what the union can do for them? There's a train of thought that says that perhaps players are ignorant all they want to do, play football. So now you being with the players and also being on the side of the union, do you think that perhaps there's enough knowledge?
No, I really do think there's enough knowledge, and that's why we get some of the players that actually come through and bring cases forward, or whatever they have to complain about, or whatever it is. Not necessarily complaints, but like I said before, understanding is very key for all these players, and we're not saying to them just go and play football only. It's very important to make sure that you know what is happening into this space. So there's a lot of programs that we also have and we are building towards. Like I said, the leadership will direct us and show us the way and how to do things to make sure that we better the players with more knowledge because it's also contractual issues. You don't just go there, but tonight contract sign and you just sign. You need to go through the contract and read. When you read, you need to understand. So with the agent, the commission fees, it's a lot of money. Also, financial education is also one of them. You need to know what happens, the ins and outs, the clauses, the rules of that. So we're trying to make sure the players can be able to go into that space with without an agent when they're old. For me, example for me, I'm at a stage now where I can be able to negotiate my contract because I have a bit of an understanding when it comes to contracts, I'm a clause, and the financial aspect of it. I'm not perfect, I'm still learning, but Safpu is here to make sure that we gather all these players and we put them in one ball and make sure we buy us with what really boils down.
What are some of like in your position, are some of the key things in your inbox that you want to address, you know, as a starting point for your training?
Can you repeat the question?
I'm saying, what are some of the key things that you want to focus on?
As a TSG. Yeah, I want to learn a lot more. I'm following Unhlanhla Shabalala. You know, the SG has done a tremendous job, and so has the president. You know, big ups to them. They've turned this place around. You know, a lot of players did not believe in Southport anymore, and you know, these guys came back, and they got the players together. The players got the chance to elect people. So for me now, I want to help out. Where I want to start, now I'm a file lab, you know, because now I have an idea. When I have a contractual issue, I know where to go. So I just want to, at the moment, I want to spread the message, basically. Let me spread the message to the players to say, guys, the union is for the players, and we are here for you guys. So basically, for now, I just want to spread the message to say the union is for the players, and we're just trying to get more and more players. You know, we're trying to work with the clubs to make sure which there's that understanding with the union. A lot of people think clubs and the union are not the same or the Galiwa. But we're just trying to get into a space where we get a lot of players into one space.
Now, how do you find the balance, George? Because, like you said, you're still very active, you're still a very active player. And then obviously, your duties here require you to also be present in some capacity. How do you find the balance?
Yeah, it's very difficult. Just hold on, sorry. As you know, I'm based in Durban. You know, I do try and come in whenever I can. Magnama conference like this, because this is very important. I would like to see a lot more PSL players, you know, even NFD, ABC, all the players to try and come into the space and see that this is their home. So Ogamanja for me, now the message is to try and get a lot more recruitments just to show them that South is in their favor.
Is this also you planning for life after football? You wear a lot of caps, George. You here at Safpu, you were with Angel. Last time we spoke to you when the dogs were barking in Visa with police, which means that there's something that you're looking at beyond the game. Is this part of you doing that,
Well,
making sure you land a soft
I mean, to be honest, for me, yes and no, but it's also to send a message to the players as well to say, guys, it doesn't stop at soccer, and it doesn't stop. What like when you're done playing, that's when you want to start and do something. No, you should be able to start before, you know, and that's the problem that we have.
Look, on a different matter, we obviously here the women's spoken to you guys.
Yeah.
Just how are you guys? How do you must
I'm so sorry. I really can't comment on that right now. I'm sorry. I'd love to, but I really can't comment. Obviously, we said about Dubong's death, but it would be really unfair of me to comment on behalf of the team. We're very saddened, and you know we gave support to the family.
Regarding, I was in Botswana when there was the football African Congress there, and when you look at the numbers, I think we're one of the leading, probably one of the leading unions in Africa because I think there's only 14.
That's correct.
Yes, this tells you that this is still a big challenge. Not you talk about the convincing of players,
Mm.
but when you look that um, there are 54 countries on the continent and only 14. So, what do you think the reluctance in terms of player representation could be coming from?
To be honest, I don't know. It could be time. I think my leaders would be able to have a little bit of an idea, more or less. But like I said, for us right now, we're trying to get the recruitment higher and higher, you know, as we go. And you know, Safpu has done very well. Like I said, we even rebranded, and right now we're developing again. So we're trying to start afresh, but also more aggressive this time around.
In terms of aggression, I think
the recent Women's World Cup also proved how the role that Safpu played
Correct.
in that space. And you'll agree with me as you're standing there, that national office is not reflective of the targets of this country. And I think as the DSG, you're also the best placed person as a talk about recruitment that you recruit both from the PSL side and also from the women's side.
Correct. They mentioned earlier, Uguti, we don't only just do the guys, like you mentioned the case of Banana Banana. They, what they did actually changed a lot of things. That's women empowerment. And the SAFPU was there to make sure that everything went smoothly. So that's also one of the things that SAFPU did, to make sure that players get to speak up if there is a problem, or like, because if you don't speak up, then nothing happens. So it's just they were acknowledged basically, and that's what SAFPU does. So I'm actually glad that was able to happen.
Yeah, next week, I think as staff who you guys are on the continent and also globally, there are all eyes in the space with you. You're hosting the fifth Congress. As an active player, what are some of the key things that you feel that you would like to see that Congress tackling, besides the issues of disputes that the players from time to time get with their clubs?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah. When
That's a very long question.
yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
next week, Safpu is co-hosting a FIFPro World
Yes.
Congress. And what are some of the what are the key things that you would love to see that Congress discussing, besides just the matters of disputes?
Well, we still need to have a meeting about that actually. So we need to have the agenda, obviously, before that happens in Cape Town. So I can't really answer you on that at the moment.